Established 2009.
Hello!
Hello.
So, that's Arran.
Yes, that's Carl.
And together we are the Arran and Carl Show. As you can see, Arran over here is doing a bit of a Zordon today.
Yeah, it's my best impression of Zordon.
Yes. And that is because we are doing a review of
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers live on stage.
So this was it ran for a year, was it?
Yeah, from 1994 to 1995.
Where did they do it?
The Universal Amphitheater
Okay.
in Los Angeles, California.
And it was filmed and it was shown on Sky TV in 1998, was it? Something like that?
96.
96. Okay, so what sort of a show is it, Zordon Head Arran?
Well, Carl, it's kind of like a pantomime thing, but with magic.
Yes, it's definitely got some stage magic on it. There's
Yes.
a disappearing lady. They turn Rita into a puppet, or into a little doll, and then they turn some of the Rangers into monkeys, parrots, and I thought one of the really good one that I liked was the Hollow Man.
Yes.
Because you couldn't see anything in it, but then it started to walk.
Yeah.
Move with the evil magic of Zen. Bye-bye, you bird.
There fighting in it.
Yes.
I think they must have hired a lot of
Stunt coordinators.
stunt people, dancers, and people who wear mascots. You know, for all the football and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think they must have hired a few of them in for that. Who do we have? We had Lord Zed, Goldar,
Squat
and
Babu.
Yeah. When we saw them first of all, and the Puddies, I thought, you know what? This looks a bit like the band Gua, but with less rude things and a lot less blood.
The suits are very slightly different, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they probably need to be a bit more comfortable than when you're
Actually filming the TV show.
Yeah, because like, you know, on a live stage show, you got to wear it for an hour and you've got to be able to move and get the moves right first time. There's no retakes when you're in a live show.
No, because the thing was an hour and 12 minutes, was it?
Yes, an hour and 12 minutes. And it's very much like a pantomime, which is quite interesting because the Americans don't really do pantomime. So the whole it's behind you and stuff like that isn't really a thing in America. It's more of a thing from Great Britain.
Yeah. I think they did that because of obviously having the kids involved as well.
Yeah, it's a good way of getting the kids involved. Lots of shouting and call and response things.
I wonder if my sensors were malfunctioning. This is very strange. Kids, have you seen anything unusual? What? A putty? Ay! Where? Behind me? Okay, I'll look.
Something else that it bubbled into my head was the first bad monster that they made, the fire lion.
Fight for destruction. He is Lumator, the fire lion. Behold!
Yeah, Lumator.
The fire lion.
Yes.
He looked very similar to one of the characters from a 1970s children's TV show called Animal Quackers.
But a lot more scary.
A bit more scary and a better costume. But I thought it's what that made me think of. And something else, I don't know, when they were doing when they were making the Hollow Man, there's a bit where I think that I kept thinking that the Puddies were a bit like the Blue Man Group. Have you ever seen the Blue Man Group?
On YouTube, yes.
Yeah. The way they were moving when they were putting him together, it made me think of the Blue Man Group. So there's lots of interesting bits. They also used video in the show, didn't they? And in the video, it was the original Power Rangers.
Yeah, it was shots from the original TV series,
which is
shown on a projector screen.
Yeah, on a big projector screen. I liked it when they did there was some bits where they jumped through the screen. Which was quite good.
Yeah, I like that.
Slashes in the screen, and they jumped through that, so that was quite exciting.
Yes.
Triceratops. Saber-tooth tiger. Pterodactyl. Tyrannosaurus. Tigerzord.
The one main thing I noticed was the visors in the helmets and the mouthpiece were coloured mesh.
Well, I think you definitely want to be able to breathe when you're acting.
Yes. And also I think the actual helmet sculpts were slightly different as well.
Yeah, I think they looked slightly different. They looked a little bit more cartoony to me. All the characters look a little bit more cartoony. I don't know whether that was just seeing them under different lighting might be the reason for that.
Could be, yeah.
What did you think of it?
Now, personally, I liked it because, as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Mighty Morphin. Yes, I think for the time it was good, but I think if they did it now, it could maybe be a bit better. But I think it was good for the time. And definitely good for the franchise. What did you think?
Well, I think it would have been very exciting to be there and have it as a live experience.
Yes.
I'm not sure if it flowed quite so well as a film. It was okay. I think it was definitely aimed at kids, as a kids entertainment thing, and I could see that if you were at the MC. Is it
Universal.
at Universal? I could see that would probably be very popular. Going 2 or 3 times a day, I can imagine it was probably very full.
Yeah.
Every time for a year, so it was good fun.
Yeah, and another thing I noticed was when you saw them in the cockpit of the Zords, it was from season 1. They weren't the season 2 Zord cockpits, which I thought was kind of weird. I don't know why they didn't use the season 2 Zord cockpits.
Yeah.
Although you thought they should have actually had the Zord costumes, didn't you?
Well, yeah, that's one of the things. I was thinking, they'll do a bit where they have miniature buildings and then they'll have people in Zord costumes fighting, because that would be relatively easy to do and quite exciting. But they didn't. So maybe they couldn't make the costumes good enough or something like that.
Yeah. And another one of my things I noticed as well, with Saba, the mouth didn't move.
Yeah.
Now, I know it's a made prop, so it wouldn't move, but it would have been nice if they had used the actual prop from the show where the mouth did move. But unfortunately they didn't, but it was good enough, I think.
How many points do you give it out of 5?
Oh, this is a tough one. I give it probably a 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. Oh. I think I would give it 2 as a video, and maybe 3 if I was going to watch it live.
Yeah.
I think.
Now, the reason I chose 3 out of 5 is, I think, like you, Carl, I think they could have had miniature buildings and had the source there. So that's why I gave it the score I did. And also, another reason for that, and I do understand why they did this, the last battle at the end, they had, or just before the end, they had the Rangers fighting Lord Zed. But he was a giant balloon.
I thought the giant balloon was really good. I liked the giant balloon.
Yeah.
It had a good effect. It was like...
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was good as well. But obviously it would have been nice to have had the actual character itself. But then, having said that, he only grew big only once, and that was he had other people in the shop, so that wouldn't have worked. But one of the things I really do give a heads up on is they use the actual actors' voices.
Yeah, okay.
They didn't have, sorry, I'll cut you off then. They didn't have voice actors. They actually had the actual actors' voices.
Yeah, that was good. Although I think probably if they were to do the voices of the actors that were doing it, they'd be out of breath all the time from doing all the flips and running around.
Yeah. And
so let's sum it up in one sentence.
So in one sentence, I really liked it. I really did. But I, like you, think it would have been better to see live rather than on TV, because it's different watching it on TV than it is actually being there.
Yeah.
What about you, Carl?
I would say only watch it if you are a Power Rangers super fan.
Yes, and I mean, up until they brought out the Helmet DVD set in 2014, this was only ever released on DVD and VHS. And you could only buy the DVDs from a certain place. You couldn't buy it from any shop. You could only buy it from Shout Factory. But yes, I liked it.
So I think that's it from the Floating Head of Zordon.
Yes.
I mean Arran. Zaran.
Arran.
Aranon.
Yeah, guys. Put in the comments down below if you were there or what you think of it, if you've seen it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.